Hey, Cancer, happy birthday to you guys. This is kind of a special little reading because of the solstice. We have Mars and Venus in Leo, so this like return to the sun. And they are square to Jupiter, so there's a lot of expansion going on right now. And you guys are in your birthday energy. So let's look at predictions coming up this summer, this season. All right, as we get into this season, solstice on the 21st, we have a new moon in Gemini, which is a big deal. That is about planting some seeds, planting the seeds for the summer. It can bring in new people, it can bring in new opportunities. All right. It's interesting because the full moon is in Capricorn, not Sagittarius. And so that kind of is an interesting thing that we'll get to later in the month. But right now, I want to talk about the new moon in Gemini and solstice and how it's impacting you. Mars and Venus in Leo. Ooh, ah, before we get to any kind of retrograde in Leo. Okay. All right. Let's just do this. Okay, Cancer, what's going on for you? You are at the divine Y point. Wow. Wow. Holy moly. Okay, this is a big deal. It's a 33 card. I think I've been talking with you about this for a while, that you are really at some kind of crossroads about making some new decisions about what you want to grow in your life and what you want to not grow. Okay, what don't put any more attention towards things you don't want to grow. And it's almost like you see how one side of this tree is kind of withered and the other one is shooting up to the universe. There's a really terrific opportunity for you to plant some seeds and for you to grow something you really want to grow. The new moon is at 26 degrees Gemini. So anything you might have, 26, 25, 27 degrees Gemini, but also any degree, any 26 degrees, any of the planets that are at 26 degrees will also be activated. So if you want to understand that more, we'll talk about that too. But anyway, the alchemical artist and your 111-year-old self. So this is about your creativity really expanding. It's about stepping into who you're meant to be. And if you feel like you've been living a life that isn't you, then I'm talking to you, okay? So let's see. We're going to get on with predictions. Let's look at love. Let's look at money and abundance. And let's look at the wild cards scenarios. This is a little bit of a different reading than I normally do. But I just want to get a couple cards for each of those things, and we'll talk about it. All right, so predictions for Cancer in terms of love. So what's going on for Cancer? Cancer in terms of love, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and what's underneath the 10 of Swords. So something is done. Something is done in terms of love. I think there's a new option that is very attractive to you. I feel like you've just come to you put a lot of time and effort into this, the 8 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles is just telling me that, there may be other choices, other options you'd rather pursue. This could have been, I got 2 10s here, and the 8 and 2 is 10. So, and these are both Pentacles. So Pentacles, Wands, and Swords, no Cups, but the Ace of Cups is the new. Now, the 4 of Cups, no 10s of Cups, but the 4 of Cups here is like stagnation. So something that is stagnating is coming to an end. I just feel like it's look at that. Okay, it's something that you have put so much time and effort into that there's some kind of shame in ending this. This may be a long-term relationship that just didn't become, all right, that just didn't flower or didn't, show up as anything, or it may have come to a certain level of growth and then it never expanded beyond that. So it's like, this is, okay, Gemini, the Gemini new moon is like, you know what, dude? Solstice is time of renewal, of welcoming back the sun. The sun is us. The sun is our joy, our creativity, our expansion. We're in Leo, which is about creativity and expansion as well. So I just feel like love energy is really going to expand when you finally admit that this isn't growing anywhere. This is not going anywhere. This is not growing anywhere, right? And there may be another option that you see as growing more, as having a lot more opportunity, a lot more, I don't know, zhuzh, a lot more energy to it or something. So let's see. I'm going to use a hidden truth oracle here. What's the hidden truth of this situation? I remember every detail of that day. I want you. I knew exactly what I was doing. I wish I could share my good news with you. There is another person. Okay, there's a person that you do want to grow with. Okay, and I feel like you might have, okay, there's a lot here. You might have met this person and said no because you haven't finished out a cycle yet. Okay, so you're like, I knew what I was doing. All right, I knew that I stopped it. I knew that I didn't, but this person's on your mind constantly. This person is somebody who you really want to connect with on a daily basis, but there is something that needs to end. So let me look at, clarify the Ten of Swords for me. Lovers, Gemini, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, wow, and the Four of Wands. The truth is you really want to go toward this new thing, and you can't do it until you end this. And I feel like that's what's stopping you. There's a fear around ending this and anxiety around telling the truth. And Gemini, this card used to be called Choices, okay, in early tarot. If you ever want to learn tarot from me, there's a link in the description box to join my tarot group, my tarot class. This is really about looking yourself in the mirror. I love this deck. This is the Mermaid deck. Looking yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what? I know I have to tell the truth, but it scares the shit out of me. And when you do tell the truth, look at that. Beautiful. You have, you're going in a good direction. If you're going to stay with this other thing, it's just going to continue to wither and die. It will die. There's no, I don't really feel like there's any, there's no growth. Okay. There's no growth to it. So it's for another reason. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's time served. Ugh, I hate that. But there is another person. Okay. And we'll dive into this a little bit more in the extended and talk about who that might be. I think you might know who that is already. Okay. So what about abundance? What about abundance for you on the solstice, the Gemini new moon? What about abundance for you? Page of Pentacles, time to learn something new. Hierophant, Taurus energy. Two of Pentacles again. Hermit, look at all the earth energy here. Ten of Wands again in same place. Isn't that interesting? King of Pentacles, Six of Wands. So it's possible that the person is either a Gemini or is somebody who's good at business, right? There's Virgo energy here and Taurus and Capricorn. So there's earth energy. This person may have a lot of that in their chart, or they may be somebody who has accessed that. I think it's somebody you learn from. Okay. I feel like this person is activating your wise self. Okay. I'm going to turn my phone off. Sorry. Activating your wise self. And I feel like this person is a King of Pentacles. So this person solves two problems. Okay. This person solves two problems. And it may take you a while to get to this financial capability or this financial winning, Six of Wands winning, because you still have to close up the old cycle of what you're doing. Okay. In time for Sagittarius season. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because we don't have a Sagittarius full moon. We have a Capricorn full moon. But there is the energy of Sagittarius here. And Sagittarius is about big picture. It's about philosophy about what you believe in. And when we have Mars and Venus in Leo, Venus is what we value. Okay. And it is our money. And Mars is the action we take. This is really about you taking some action from learning something new, maybe from that person. I feel like this is all the same. Okay, I feel like this is all the same. And we'll dive into that a little bit more too. But I feel like in time for Sagittarius season, the money thing is going to get turned around. You see the pentacle over here, Five of Pentacles. That is a sense of like feeling not worthy. And so it really is asking you in the solstice time to step into what you know your value is, even if it's not manifesting right now, because new moon in Gemini is about manifesting something. Okay. So what about the wild card, please, for Cancer? Four Swords jumped out for the relationship that needs healing. Judgment, same card. Divine wide point, judgment. This is a crossroads. Okay, so the wild card is saying to you, judgment, Five of Swords, no more messing around, no more being manipulated. Page of Cups, Temperance energy, Sag, yes. King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Chariot. Last card, your card. So you are needing to heal from this. I mean, the outcome of the relationship right now is Ten of Swords, because I feel like you're making, even if you don't make this choice consciously, I feel like if you do make the choice consciously, it will go a lot better for you. I feel like if you just let something happen, or you're wanting to let something happen that might be harder on you, I do still think you go in a new direction. I don't think you have a choice. I mean, it's so funny that we're at a choice point and you're not having a choice, but maybe that's because it's been forever. It's just taken so long to make this decision and to actually do something about it. Okay, so there really needs to be a lot of healing around that Ten of Swords. And I get the King of Pentacles again, Sagittarius energy here. You're definitely walking away from a situation. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, okay, so I feel like you're definitely walking away from that. The consideration may be your youthful self, but you're not taking into, so Leo, Mars and Venus square Jupiter in Leo. Leo is the time for childhood, inner child, and it feeds, it is fed wisdom by your 111-year-old self. So this is not just a random crazy idea. This is not just something that like, oh, it was just, it was just a thing. It was just a fling. This is not that. This is something that's changing the direction of your life. Okay. It's changing the direction of your life. I'm going to get a couple things here. Hold on. Devil energy. I'll explain this in a second. Seven of Cups, Six of Cups. There's that person. And the Empress. Yeah, this is a life partner that you're going toward. And walking away from a thing that has held you back for a long time. I think you're a little confused about this. I think you don't see it that way. That's why it's taken so long. I don't think you see the situation that you're in as holding you back. I feel like you think you're not doing something right, or this is a thing that could be fixed or could be healed or something like that. But I got to tell you, I feel like this new person is the destiny. And that's, that's the direction that we're going in here. So I will continue on with this. I'm going to dive deeper into this relationship and get some more information about that. We'll look at the next 30 days. We'll get messages and guidance for you on how to handle all of this stuff. All right, Cancer, link is in the description box below. If you want to continue on, I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.